This is the 2024 Genesis GV70 3.5 Sport Prestige, and for 2024 there are a lot of changes, and if you've looked at the Genesis lineup in the past, you're going to be even more impressed with what's offered for this year. The big question is the 2024 Genesis GV70 3.5 liter turbo a better luxury sport SUV than a BMW X3 M40i? Some new things for 2024 is Wi-Fi hotspot functionality is added to all models, upgraded front brakes, 19-inch wheels become standard on the 2.5 turbo models, and that Sport Prestige trim for the 2.5-liter engine gains ventilated front seats, premium audio, rear window shades, and remote parking capability. Enhanced front automatic emergency braking and semi-autonomous highway driving assist are standard on the 3.5T models. Sport Advanced trim for the 3.5 turbo engine gets 21-inch wheels. One of the features that denotes a Genesis is these two stripes. Now on the GV80, you're going to see the stripes along the side. On the 70, you only see them on the front and on the back. It is one of the signature design features of all the Genesis lineup. The GV70 comes in 11 different exterior colors and 4 different interior color choices. The sporty front end look has that honeycomb grille. I like the new design elements that make this more three-dimensional, as well as the new Genesis logo on the hood. 19-inch is standard on the 3.5-liter engine, 21-inch on the Sport Advanced package, which is our test vehicle, and these ride on Michelin tires. I am a huge fan of the sports coupe design. There's a lot of competitors in this category, which we'll talk about at the end, as well as the pros and cons and the price. But overall, I love this design with the black roof rails, the black trim details. There's a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, as well as a 5-year, 50,000-mile roadside assistance, and 3 years, 36,000 miles of free scheduled maintenance. That will help save a few dollars. Coming around to the back, this upper wing has a full-length LED third brake light, which I do like. It's very classy, very polished. The wipers down here, I wish it was tucked up underneath. I say this all the time. Genesis has done it before on other vehicles. We need this wiper blade tucked up underneath. You'll also find that 2 stripes again, which is denoted of the Genesis design. GV70, Genesis across the back, and all-wheel drive 3.5 turbo, so people know you're driving the top trim level. Across the back, you've got these really nice gigantic exhaust pipes, nice detail, body color, really pretty color. Our test vehicle is in Capri Blue. The GV70 seats 5 passengers. The cloth and Napa leather seat trim are on our test vehicle, driver and front passenger heated cushions, heated seat backs, as well as driver and passenger 4-way lumbar support. They're also ventilated, and there's massaging seats, which is part of our Sport Prestige package. Heated steering wheel, as well as heated rear seats on the second row. Going into the second row, you've got a beautiful panoramic glass roof, and then in front of you, you've got 2 nets, as well as ventilation, heated rear seats, as well as adjustability for climate control. And those are 3-stage heated rear seats, which I do appreciate. 2 USB charge ports, and then a regular wall outlet for anything that you or your kids need to charge. In the door, we've got screens, which are manual, as well as audio for the lexicon is right here in the door. Really nice storage and beautiful aluminum trimmed controls. In the center, you've got 2 cup holders. I do like that they're built in. Love this red interior. Just a huge fan of this red leather Napa interior with beautiful cushioning. And of course, you've got 2 child safety latch systems. Under the hood of the GV70 is 2 different engine choices. A 2.5-liter 300 horsepower all-wheel drive base engine, or our test vehicle, which is the 3.5-liter V6 with 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. Backed by an 8-speed automatic transmission, fuel economy is 20 miles per gallon combined, 0 to 60 time in just 5.3 seconds. Standard is 19-inch wheels. Our test vehicle rides on 21-inch because this is a Sport Advanced trim. Towing capacity is $3,500, and all 3.5-liter engines are all-wheel drive with a Sport Tune suspension, which makes it more responsive and fun to drive. Sport Plus 0 to 60, 5.3 seconds. Nice. I really like this vehicle. It's a bit loud inside, but it does perform equal to those competitors that are in this category, and we do discuss that at the end, so stay with us to the end so you can see all the competitors as well as my pros and cons list. I do love all the technology in front of me. It is super easy to use. The big screen on all the Genesis lineup is extremely intuitive. If you can work on an iPad, super easy to use. You turn the dial to what you need, or you can touch the screen, which I do appreciate, because again, these are issues that we have with some of the brands where they make it so complicated that you can't even touch the screen, or you have to go through multiple levels. Really easy to use. Everything is intuitive, and there are little buttons so you know what you can feel like for the volume. You don't have to turn your head and look. Again, really nicely done. The gauges in front of you can be 3D or not 3D. My personal choice. I don't care one way or the other. But the one thing I'm not the biggest fan of is I wish the seat would go down just a little bit more. And that's because I like the sportier driving position. Not everybody feels that way, but for me, I just want to sit about 2 inches lower. Again, that depends on you and what you're used to. You get a really high seating position, which is great, but I personally prefer a lower seating position. That's just me personally. Now, overall, the head-up display is great, good information, easy to see even through my polarized sunglasses. It's quite bright out today. It's actually like 90 degrees, which is unusual for the Buffalo area. But I wanted to get this review done for you because it's really important that you take this for a test drive if you're looking at all the competitors, which we'll talk about again in the end. Along with all the new features inside the GV70, there's more safety. You got your Wi-Fi hotspot, in addition to an update of some of the screens and some of the different information. But if you've owned a GV70 in the past, you'll feel extremely comfortable in this car. Actually, any of the Genesis product includes the maintenance, which is really important, that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, as well as the roadside assistance. All of that just saves you some money and some headaches. Now, when you take a look at safety, when it comes to standard, the Genesis Safety Suite is standard. That includes advanced collision warning, as well as adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, avoidance assist, lane keeping assist, lane following, driver attention, blind spot collision assistance, as well as avoidance, rear cross traffic alert, which I really love in any vehicle, park distance warning, rear view camera, as well as safe exit assist, advanced rear occupant alert, blind spot monitoring. Is a lot of safety, just tons of safety, all standard, which the competitors charge up for. Remote smart parking assist, great for those tight parking spaces, park distance warning, and parking collision avoidance assist when in reverse. And there's so much technology in this car that really makes it a great value compared to its competitors. Technology is super impressive when it comes to the GV70. The interior is fresh and a thoughtful design that really is luxurious, with a 12.3-inch 3D display and a 14.5-inch center screen with navigation, AM, FM, and HD radio, of course, and a head-up display. Premium 16-speaker Lexicon stereo system, as well as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which are standard. Wireless charging and 4 USB ports are throughout the vehicle. Voice controls and available features include fingerprint scanner and digital phone key, as well as carbon fiber trim, which I really like and is really pretty. Very easy to drive. Just really, it's not a Porsche Macan, it's not meant to be, but is it better than the BMW? Well, that is a good question, and we'll cover that at the end. But I will tell you, I've driven all the competitors. They're all fighting for your dollars. And what Genesis has done that's different than the other brands is they now have people from Porsche, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, all working for them. And when you see these vehicles and you drive the Genesis, you're going to say, wait a minute, this is a great value, and I'm getting everything that the German cars are offering. Why does this feel like a German car? Because the designers, as well as the engineers, used to work for them. One of the best features as far as safety is that blind spot camera. You put on your turn signal and you get an actual blind spot camera. No one else has it other than Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis. Again, on the right, to me, that sells cars all day long. I've had so many people say, you know what, I was unsure about this vehicle until I used the turn signals and drove this car, and they fell in love, and I definitely understand why. When it comes to cargo size, with the second row up, you're at 28.9 cubic feet of storage. Fold down those rear seats and the cargo space increases to 56.9 cubic feet, and those seats do fold down 60/40. There is minimal storage underneath that rear cover, but there is no spare tire. There are some pros and cons to the GV70. First off, the value is the biggest plus on this car. You are getting so much for your money, and that's where the German cars that compete with this vehicle and some of the luxury brands really struggle, because you're getting so much value. You've got class-leading interior, beautiful color combinations, comfortable ride, and excellent handling, as well as technology and very high safety scores, as well as the long warranty and standard scheduled maintenance, which all saves a few dollars. Standard all-wheel drive on the 3.5 turbo engine, and that high luxury value just really is hard to beat when it comes to the competitors. On the negative side, well, the rear seats are going to be tight on literally all the competitors, which we'll get to in just a second. In addition to that, that sport mode doesn't give you an AMG type experience or an M type experience, but it does give you a little bit more spirited driving. When it comes to the competitors, well, that list is quite long. The Audi Q5, Mercedes-Benz GLC, Alfa Romeo Stelvio, which they're not going to be making the Quadrifoglio in the future, the BMW X3, the Jaguar F-Pace, which will remain gasoline-powered, the Acura RDX, the Lexus RX 350, and the Infiniti QX50. Now let's talk about pricing for the 2024 Genesis GV70. Starting with that 2.5-liter engine, it starts at $45,150. Step into this better motor, in my opinion, the 3.5-liter turbo, and you're now starting at $57,750. That Sport Advanced package is $6,400, or our test vehicle, which is a Sport Prestige, that's $9,600. Our test vehicle came in at $68,870, which is a crazy good value compared to the BMW, which is a direct competitor. So I guess the bottom line question is the GV70 3.5-liter Sport Prestige better than the BMW X3 M40i? I think it is, actually. You're getting great value, you're getting the same storage, the same everything and more for a fraction of the price, and you get the long warranty as well as the scheduled maintenance, and all of that makes this the best value sport compact SUV you can buy. If you got value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one, or you can support our channel by buying me a cup of coffee. The link for that is down below, plus all the ways to reach me. I'm Lauren Fix. Thanks so much for watching.